I continue on forward in the journey of becoming Isaiah 43, 18 and 19, God's original plan, God's original work, the new thing that He set to be for this particular time in my life. One thing I'm not ashamed of or disgusted by the me I see. The journey to the me I can't see has been a challenging one. Yes. But I've never been ashamed of or disgusted by the me I see. Have I been unhappy with the me I see? Yes. I think we all at some point in our lives have looked at ourselves and been a bit unhappy with what we see. But because the me I didn't see outwardly didn't match the me I did see inwardly, it never caused me to come to a place of being ashamed or disgusted with the Robyn I saw outwardly. Never. In fact, as I journeyed more towards becoming, because that journey ultimately put me on a path to have a more intimate and personal relationship with the Lord, it actually made me fall more in love with the me I see currently. It did. And I remember going through this season of every time I passed a mirror, I would just giggle. I would look in the mirror. If I catch a glimpse of myself, any type of reflection, I would just giggle. There would be this laughter that began to churn on the inside of me, and I would just giggle. And I remember saying, Lord, you're trying to get me to fall in love with the me I see. And I really didn't put a whole lot of weight in that thought initially. But as time continued and I continued the journey towards becoming, I realized that I really did love. I really did love the person I saw. I did. And it was almost as if the revelation of mourning losing the person I saw. Because it had become, I had come to a place of contentment and comfort with the person that I saw, and having the revelation that leaving this person I see behind meant a greater responsibility to the call. It means stepping out into deeper places and deeper depths with God. That to me was quite unnerving initially, because it was unknown. It was I knew that God would never take me to a place of where I'd be lost. Now, let's be clear, not lost in you just left me out here, but lost in that I didn't know where I was, if that makes sense. I knew I'd always know in God where I was. I'll always know where I am in God. But the unknown of what then? Like, once I let go of this person that I'm looking at, once I let go of the ideologies that she had for the past 48 years, once I let go of all of the things that brought me security, that was a false sense of security, let's be clear, then what? And then what? And God's response is, this season is about proving to you, Robyn, what you said you believed. You said you believe that I was Jehovah Jireh, the God who provides. So let's see. Let's take this journey and see if you believe that. Let's take the job, your source of income, and see if you still believe that I am Jehovah Jireh, the God who provides. You called me Jehovah Shalom, the God of your peace. Let's see. Let's let some things become a bit chaotic in your world and see if you still believe that I am the God of peace. And see if you're able to keep your mind stayed on me so that you can stay in perfect peace. What am I saying? In order to become that which was predestined, that which was planned before the foundation of the earth, in order to become what you see inwardly, you have to let go of everything you see outwardly, not just some things. You have to let go of everything, because sometimes we'll even get tripped up on what we think is good in our life. We'll get tripped up on what we think is okay and should stay, and God is like, let all that go. Every last one of that thing, every last one of those things from this day forward, I want you to see as a former thing. It's a former thing. I don't care how good it is. I don't care how great it is. I don't care how wonderful it makes you feel. It's a former thing. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it, Robyn. Leave it. And so, having come to a place where I know for a matter of fact that I'm not the shy, timid, broken, afraid of your own shadow girl anymore, and there's a newfoundness of boldness and courageous fire in me, and now you're saying even that let go of. But God, even that. I'm the God who said, if you can see it, that ain't the way I want to do it. I said I'd do exceedingly abundantly above all that you could ever ask, imagine, think. So you're thinking of some things, and it's okay to be a visionary. I want you to be a visionary. But do know, even what you see in vision, I'll outdo. So you can't be so married to, in a sense, of what you see that you don't want to let go of what really is not serving you well long term. Has it served you for the moment in the season you in? It absolutely did. It absolutely did. It served its purpose. It served you for the time and the season that you were in. But now you're entering a new season where it's not going to do you any good to hold on to it. Daughter, I need you to let it go. Yeah. That boldness that you now have, I need you to let it go. That spirit of courageous and that fire that gets you up and just say, I got this, I need you to let it go. Because greater. I have greater in store. Even greater than this, God. Even greater than this. I have greater in store for you. I need you to let it go. And that can be a hard thing when you finally feel like you've gotten your footing and you're at this place where you're like, okay, God, me and you, we kind of traveled on down the road. I'm feeling real good about this place I am with you, and you know, hearing your voice and all these things, and you saying, but there's so much more. There's so much more, Robyn. There's so much more. And I want to give you that more. But I can't give you that more with your hands gripped tightly around where you currently are. Scripture says we go from faith to faith and glory to glory, which means we're ever changing, ever evolving, ever growing, ever maturing. And to do that, you can't hold on to the person that you are today. It's 12:49. Who I am at 12:50 is not who I am at 12:49. I can't go back to 12:49 and try to snatch that little girl up and be her. I have to let go of 1249 and ride out 1250. Ride out that next moment. Ride out that next place. And so, I wanted to encourage you, as I'm encouraging myself. This new place is a good place. It's a wonderful place. It's a prosperous place. It's a mind-blowing place. It's a place of recompense. It's a place of restoration. It's the place of seeing the things that you sought after in your spirit that you never even spoke of. This is a place where those times and those things are going to manifest. And you have to be content within yourself that because you and the Lord have done the work, that this season will be a season that is going to be the best season of your life. It's going to be the absolute best season of your life. The absolute best season of your life. Enjoy it. Live your John 10:10 life. The scripture says, the thief, the enemy, he came to steal, kill, and destroy. He came to take from you. But I came that you may have life. And that life I want you to have more abundantly, i.e. enjoy the journey. He wants you to enjoy the journey. He wants you to enjoy the journey. So, whatever that looks like for you, do that. Sometimes that means you have to let go of people that you genuinely love. Some people are good people, but you still have to let them go. You have to let them go. And it may not be that they're gone forever, but for this now, for my right now, yeah, gotta let you go. If God is requiring me to let go of the person that I think is so much better and so much further alone than she was even 3 months ago, He is definitely, most definitely requiring me to let go of some of these people, places, and things that I've held on to that I thought were my place of contentment and peace and comfort and all those things, and people that I thought mean me well, and they may mean me well, but even good intentions can be misconstrued. I never forget a couple Bible studies ago, Apostle Ford said to us in Bible study, you have to be careful that you don't become the very principality against the thing that you want. I was the very principality against the things that I wanted for my own life. I was it. It wasn't any circumstance or situation that I had experienced in the past. It wasn't any one person or event. It was me. It was me. I was the principality working against the thing that God wanted to do. So I have to let that go. As great as I think I am, I have to let that girl go. I have to let her go. I have to let her go so I can become the fullness of Christ. His whole stature is what I'm after. So, the time that's to come, while it's going to reveal some wonderful things and some great manifestations, it's also going to be some, I don't like to call them challenges, I like to call them opportunities. It's also going to be filled with a lot of opportunities for you to continue to grow and for you to continue to mature, to continue to perfect yourself in love. There's a scripture, and I can't recall where it comes from, but it says he became perfected in that thing. And when it said perfected in that thing, he wasn't talking about perfection in the sense of do no wrong. He was talking about maturity. He became mature in that area. In this particular area, he became mature. There's no more struggle in this area because he became mature. Those opportunities are going to bring you to a place of perfection in that area. Stay right there. As challenging as it may be, stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. And watch God walk you into the manifestation of your bigger, better, greater, and grander. continue to trust God. Continue to believe that He who hath begun the work is also the one that's watching over the work, i.e. you. And He is going to see you to His expected end. And that end is great. It's great. It's great. So, as you journey towards becoming all that God said you would be, remember that you're on a journey with God. You're never alone. You're never by yourself. He's always with you. And because He sent His Son, that you have life more abundantly, be sure to always take time to enjoy the journey. Take time to stop and smell the flowers of sorts. Enjoy where you are in that moment, no matter what it looks like. Enjoy where you are in that moment, because it's just a moment. It's a moment, and you can't define the rest of your life after a moment that's only meant to refine you. Don't let it define you. Let it refine you. Let go of the preconceived notions we sometimes have that it has to be a certain way and go a certain route and all those things, and just let God do what God said He's going to do, and you're going to be the better for it. There's a nation that's attached to you and me that's dependent on you letting it go, so that God can do what He wants to do in you. Let it go. Let it go. And enjoy life to the absolute fullest.